This is the Rangers Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Texas Rangers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
You know what? I don't know if tonight was the worst loss of the season. I mean, there have been a lot of bad losses this season, and I certainly don't want to overreact because it's only one game. But I got to tell you, for me, this is probably the most angry I have been after a game this season. And I said a little prayer before we started. Like I said, it's only one game. I don't want to overreact. I don't want to go off on some kind of a tirade. But that was pitiful. I mean, that was pathetic. There's just no other way to spin it. I mean, not only can you not win if you don't score, you can't score if you don't hit, and you can't hit if you don't swing. I have never seen an offense, not only an offense that has struggled the way that this team has, I've never seen a team just stand there at the plate with the bat on their shoulders. I mean, you got Hunter Brown, an all-star Cy Young candidate, throwing strikes around the plate. You got to swing the bat. What are you doing? You got the bases loaded with one out in the second inning. What are you waiting for? It's not T-ball. I don't know. I just, I've cut two things. I mean, I've said for a while now, look, we got now 19 games left to play. All right. So if they win or they lose, it's on them. It's not on me. It's not on Bochy. It's not on Brett Boone. At the end of the day, the players are going to have to get in the box, and they're going to have to hit, and they're going to have to pitch, and they're going to have to make plays. Dropping balls in the outfield or diving for balls and not catching them. Good teams don't do that. Good teams score. Good teams get clutch hits. Good teams get hits with runners in scoring position. It's that simple. So are they over? Did they get eliminated tonight? No, they did not. They're a game and a half behind Seattle. They're a half game behind Kansas City now. They got leapfrogged by the Royals, but they still have 19 games left to play. Not over. They've got home games. They've got a chance to still win the series. But I just don't. That's why I call them the roller coaster Rangers. You have no idea what's gonna happen. That's number one. Number two, the other thing that it really, really hit me tonight, and maybe it's hit some of you already, but tonight was like really, I think, honestly, if I'm being honest, like the first time when I looked at the game and I looked at what was on the field and I thought, man, this team's just not good enough. These guys just don't have the horses. Now, look, you don't have Corey Seager, you don't have Marcus Semien, you don't have Adolis, you don't have Nathan Eovaldi, Tyler Maley's out. Doesn't look like he's going to come back. Haggerty is still a week away. So they're shorthanded. Clearly, there's some guys up here that don't belong in the big leagues. So I get it. I'm not trying to be a fool or kick them when they're down, but you just look at the Astros and their team and the way that they play. And I didn't get a chance to mention, but even on the road trip, like you look at the A's young prospects, I mean, they look bigger, they look stronger, they look faster, more athletic. And like I said, tonight was like the first night really that I can think of this season where I looked at it and I said, man, these guys aren't even in the same league. So that's just kind of where I'm at tonight. I'm not going to go rehash all the scores. I mean, the bottom line is I think the two big important numbers to take away, 14th time the Rangers have been shut out this season. And it's just unacceptable. Still no grand slams. And I think the big ugly one that really just kind of says a lot about how this team is just underachieved or just not where maybe we thought they should be, or at least what I thought they should be. But the fact that they've gone 2-8 in Jacob deGrom's last 10 starts. I mean, that's just, and it's not, I'm not singling him out. Again, he doesn't pitch complete games anymore, barely gets into the 6th inning. So it's not that, but I mean, you get a big emotional win last night. You're at home, national TV. You got Jacob deGrom, who starts off the game striking out the side. I mean, what are you doing at the plate, man? Swing the bat. What are you waiting for? I just, Hunter Brown's throwing strikes. What do they have? 6 strikeout lookings. I mean, it's unacceptable. And this lineup is just, it was already teetering, and with the Adolis, the heart of their lineup, really literally the heart of their lineup out, it's just too much. And then the other thing too, and this really struck a nerve with me, is like, you look at Christian Walker and just the season he's having. I mean, it just always seems like he always has pretty good at bats, except that last at bat when he struck out looking. But he's got 23 home runs, I think, right? And so you look at the impact he's made for Houston, and then you look at Jock Peterson and Jake Berger, and they've been disasters. There's no other way to say it. They haven't done. I mean, yeah, they've had a couple of good games, but here in crunch time, where were the hits tonight? They had chances tonight again. So again, 19 games left, but tonight was just that was just bad loss, and taking 2 hours to get the final 2 innings. Just a bad, ugly loss. And I guess the good news is they get to turn around and try to get back on track tomorrow in the finale. All right, we're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, want to hear from you via the comment crew. This is the Rangers Postcast. All right, this episode is brought to you by Zippix Toothpicks. Whether you're looking for nicotine satisfaction or an energy boost, Zippix has you covered with their nicotine and caffeine-infused toothpicks. For nicotine users, Zippix provides a discreet way to satisfy cravings and the hand-to-mouth habit without vaping or smoking. Zippix can be a helpful tool as you work to reduce your dependence on vaping. Available in 6 great flavors with 2 milligrams and 3 milligrams of nicotine options. And if you need energy without the crash, their caffeine toothpicks are a game changer. So go to zippixtoothpicks.com. Use code LOCKEDON for 10% off your first order. Must be 21 or older to order. Warning, nicotine is an addictive chemical. That's zippixtoothpicks.com. Promo code LOCKEDON. Zip more, smoke less with Zippix toothpicks. And it's without a doubt time to fuel up and turn it up with 5-Hour Energy Transfusion. This grape, ginger, and lime flavored shot brings the iconic taste of a golf course favorite to a non-alcoholic boost. Perfect for sinking birdies or making great memories with friends. It's a hole-in-one for your energy game. Now, whether you're out on the course or you just need a little extra push to power through your day, 5-Hour Energy Transfusion delivers the clubhouse flavor you love without ever leaving the green. Golf is all about good times with good people and good flavors. The grape ginger lime flavor of 5-Hour Energy Transfusion gives you the best parts of your clubhouse go-to without leaving the course or chasing down the bev cart. Now you can amp up the fun even more. Just buy, snap, and enter for a chance to win a dream golf trip for 2 to any golf tournament in the USA. Tee up that trip. Visit 5-h-e-win.com for full rules and entry. No purchase necessary. Excludes the Masters tournament. Ends October 31st, 2025. Okay, welcome back to the Rangers postcast. And speaking of memories, really quickly, just want to offer prayers and condolences to former player and longtime manager Davey Johnson. Had a chance to cover Davey a little bit and got to work around him. And even though he had kind of a stoic, tough interior, he had a really good heart. Was a really good man. Uh, actually, not that it matters. I mean, he was a good player, good manager. Had that crazy Mets team in the '80s, but he cared about the media, and I shared a cab ride with him once in Pittsburgh, and during the cab ride, he gave me a trade scoop before it happened, and I got to break that. And so anyway, I did not realize he had been dealing with a pretty bad illness, and so thoughts and prayers to his family, and just so many great men in baseball, and he was one of them. All right, let's get to it. A lot of you have already sounded off via the Rangers comment crew. Thank you for getting in. And Alf, good evening, Alf. Glad you got in, buddy. Hope you're doing okay. Hope Shirley's doing okay as well. Alf says, I still think this team can sneak in. We've lost our core, but not our heart. Peagle up, RCC. Yeah, you know what? You got to bounce back tomorrow. And as bad as tonight was, and it was bad, it was ugly, still have a chance to win the series tomorrow. And, I think if we looked at this homestand with the Astros and the Brewers coming in next and said, hey, they can win both of those series, we'd take that. And look, they're not going to win every game. I mean, I was reminded that when they made that run a couple of years ago, they went, I think, like 14-10 to finish off. So there's time. Again, I just this loss just bothered me tonight. So maybe I'm the problem tonight. TCG says this umpire is absolutely ridiculous. I'll tell you what, you're absolutely right, TCG. Yeah, for both teams. I mean, he was Gabe Morales. He was equally bad for both teams, and that will reflect on his card tomorrow. That's not going to look good tomorrow. Mark says the Rangers are allergic to hitting with runners in scoring position. Yeah, they have really struggled in that department. I mean, I think probably tomorrow Dave and Mike will have kind of the updated numbers, but it's been really bad. Silent Doom 79 says blacked out up here in Oklahoma. Good. You didn't have to see it. Sorry you missed it, but yeah, you didn't miss anything. First inning was great when deGrom struck out the side, but that was pretty much it. TCG, I feel you, buddy. We'll dive in more with some of that at another time. Tamara says, anyone else have the TV broadcast on mute while listening to 105.3? I did not do that. That's a great idea, though. Love that idea. Mother Pig, welcome back. Through 6 innings, Rangers are one. Okay, so these are during the game. Yeah, they have struggled all season long. Mark says the Rangers offense is an embarrassment. Big-eared Rat says with the loss, the Rangers now trail the Royals. Yeah, they're going to have to start winning here. I mean, like we said every night. Pony fan, that was funny what you said. Keith, what's going on, Keith? So many Rangers hitters striking out looking. Biggest blown chance was the second inning. Brown had just walked time on 4 straight. Zeke has to be aggressive in that spot. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, Keith. I just don't. I don't know what else to say. Well said. Train Guy says, I get hitting a baseball is the hardest thing in sports. However, if Hunter is giving you every chance to run up on him, you have to knock him out. Yeah. Bunts, fly balls, grounders, opposite. I mean, there's nothing. It's just swing and miss, or swing for the fences, or strike out looking. It's just, it's painful, painful to watch. Train Guy says not just the second inning. They were taking too many middle balls. They have to start ambushing pitchers. Yeah, I'm with you. Keith says another wasted deGrom start. Alf says this was bad even for a team full of quadruple A players. Yep, I'm with you. And Keith, you're right. Yeah, there's nobody else. This is it. This is it. David A says don't know why the Rangers overthink at the plate. When a quality pitch is thrown, they sometimes freeze up and turn away from the ball. Yeah. Keith says 4 hits. Yeah, no runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors. Soldier X says deGrom needed to bring his A game, and didn't he know Evo would have shown up today? Yeah, I mean, certainly deGrom gave them a chance to win, but seeing how the game was going, again, that second inning with the bases loaded and 1 out to get nothing there is just unacceptable, and just puts all that pressure. And the thing about deGrom, they were talking about his Hall of Fame chances. I don't think he's. I don't know. I don't know if he's a lock like a lot of people think he is. I think he's right there, but this second half of his career post injuries, I feel like he needs a little bit more, and some bigger wins. He's been great, okay, but it's different level for the Hall of Fame. I don't know. I go back and forth on that with him. Resplendent Ace says can't blame the pitching when the offense can't even score. Texas Hobby Bin, yeah, they used a position player. I know. I mean, and the thing about Caleb Bosley, he's out of options. So I don't know if he's going to be kept around or what they're going to do. But that was, and part of it too. I mean, the defense behind him didn't help, but that was bad. Texas Hobby Bin says it's all good. We've had momentum. Let's bounce back tomorrow. Just 1 game. Yeah, well said. Dallas Axe says go Astros. See you all tomorrow. Let's see. Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca. Thank you for getting in. This is the first time I've seen the whole score from tonight. Al, thank you for that. Rebecca says, I think we have a bad habit of winning close, tough games, and then the next game not being hungry and losing. Yeah, I mean, I hope not, Rebecca. That's a great point. It sure has seemed to work out that way, David A. says Berger, Tellez, and Peterson need to lose at least 40 pounds each to run faster. Yeah, that's a whole other segment. Thank you, David. Rebecca says I think we can bounce back, but ugh, yeah, I'm with you. Al says bring up Walcott. Why not? Yeah, Just kidding. He's not ready. Yeah, I think they would if they thought he could, but I don't think they want to. They don't want to mess with him at this point. Okay, a couple more here because I got to go. Texas Hobbyman says, I don't expect a deep run at all, but I would like them to at least make the postseason. Yeah, I'm with you. It's a great point. Just to see them play well, but it's hard. Got to get some guys back for sure. So hopefully Corey will be back. Hopefully Dolis will be back next week, and we'll see. All right, guys. Hey, thank you everybody for getting in tonight. Thank you for being a part of this and contributing, especially on a Saturday night. Really appreciate it. And if you're around tomorrow, I will be on with you again after the finale. If not, either way, have a great Sunday. But thank you for giving me an opportunity to vent and speak with you. And Jay Marsh, we start about 5 minutes after the game ends, after each game. So whenever that is, tomorrow we'll be on. All right. But hey, have a great Sunday. Thank you. And thanks for all of your comments and your input and your feedback. And again, only one game, as many of you have said. And the key is just bouncing back tomorrow. All right. Final score tonight, though. Don't even want to say it. Astros win big, 11-0 to even up the series. Rubber game tomorrow with Patrick Corbin on the mound against Luis Garcia. We'll talk to you after the game. This has been the Rangers Postcast.